Welcome to the Turtle Club. Hey everybody.
Hey.
How's it going?
We're the Turtle Club. We're here.
It's the
We're
Turtle
here.
Boys. We're back. We
Wow.
survived another month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
I still can't believe we managed to somehow get another sacrifice for the podcast.
Yeah. Well, you know, it might be a familiar sacrifice.
Yes.
Okay, let's just fucking get into it then. Hello, everyone. We are the Turtle Club.
Hello.
Our whole thing is that we watch one movie, the same movie, at least once a week for an entire year. And this year, it's Kangaroo Jack.
I know, great idea.
From 2003. My name is Eli, and I have seen Kangaroo Jack 29 times.
Ooh, my name is Dave. I've seen Kangaroo Jack 30 times.
Yeah, I'm still in the lead, baby. My name's Michael. I've seen it 31. So.
Not
you
bad.
mumbled through that. What was that?
I've seen it 31. So.
Okay, so we have a guest.
Yeah.
For those who listen to season 1, very familiar voice.
He will be our. This is his third time on officially, right?
This is
wow.
Big. This is a
God,
record.
yeah.
He's ahead of Alan right now.
I'm old faithful.
This is Jacob.
Yeah,
Oh,
we actually are
Jacob.
kind of old faithful because we had a guest that fell through halfway through the month, and we were like, "Shit, who do we ask?" And Eli was like, "What about Jacob?" And we were like, "Yeah, he'll do it." And
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
away,
he'll
we were
do it.
like, yeah,
Yeah, that's a fucking idiot.
yeah.
This guy's a sucker, why not?
We could trick him into watching Kangaroo Jack 4 times, doing our stupid fucking scavenger hunt.
Your anchor, your mark. You know, I'm
Yeah.
here. I understand. You got to fall back.
Did you get? Did you get 4 viewings in? How many did you get in?
I got 4.5 viewings.
Oh, wow. Went for the 5. How old are you, man?
And I had seen it once before, so I think.
Oh, when did you
Oh,
see it?
shit.
Probably in the early 2000s.
Did you like it?
I had very few memories of this movie, so
was it what did it hold up to your memories? Like, is it what you remembered it being, or was it very different?
I just remembered that it came out and really was just taken aback by like, this movie's not quite what I thought it was plot wise.
You know, that is true. This is definitely a movie that released in theaters.
Yeah.
And DVD. There was a home release of this movie. That is a fact.
It was there, yeah.
This movie does exist. So you said it's different than what you thought it was. Is it the same different that everybody thinks it was?
Yeah, I mean, I'm imagining that this has been covered territory, but not a lot of kangaroos.
No,
you know,
not at all.
Yeah.
Very little Kangaroo Jack.
And you know, this in some ways was a welcome surprise for me because I'll get into this more, but I am afraid of kangaroos. And so I wasn't sure what
Wait, that's a weird fear.
my experience was.
Wait, you're afraid of kangaroos?
Like, does that stem from anything?
Very. This is a fear that developed like later in life. I would say like high school age, and really it's just like they can be 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
They look almost human-like, particularly when you see them like on their sides, like resting their head on their hand in a very like human-like pose.
Yeah.
They're jacked. Yeah, they can jump very
Jacob,
far.
You live incredibly far from the only place kangaroos inhabit.
Thank God, yeah. And my friend went to Australia.
Thank God.
Like, genuinely might be the furthest point away on the earth from...
I know. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled about that. My friend went to Australia and he sent me a photo of like 100 kangaroos on like the tarmac of an airport, and I was like, they're just there. That's just how it works. They're just everywhere when you walk around.
Invasion of the body snatchers.
Yeah.
Man.
They really creep me out. Sometimes, like at night, I'll like envision like a 7 foot tall like great red kangaroo like standing in my door, and I just like shudder at the thought of it. I just don't like them.
Wait a second. When you have sleep paralysis, do you imagine a kangaroo?
The sleep paralysis demon of kangaroos. What the fuck is this?
God. Wait, when you said you
really
were afraid of
freak me
kangaroos,
out.
I thought it was like, ooh, I don't like spiders. No, you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
terrified of kangaroos.
Jacob, are you okay?
Yeah, I really don't like them. You know,
I'm sorry
my
we
friend-
made you watch this movie.
Yeah, dude, we put you through the gauntlet for this. What the fuck?
Well, no. Like
Yeah,
you said, though, there really isn't that many much kangaroo
No,
in
there
there.
isn't. There
No.
isn't.
One scene in particular, though, what like at first when they first hit him with the car and
Yeah.
he's dead, but he's not actually dead, rather, and
Yeah,
you're
he's
waiting
passed
for
out.
him to animate. I was also pretty high watching this, but like that, I was like, no, he's coming, he's gonna wake up. Like I'm
It's
like
like a-
yelling at the screen, like a horror movie experience watching it.
The dramatic irony where you know something that the characters don't.
Yeah, so that was the roughest part.
Did this
Hey,
movie do anything to alleviate that, or did it make it worse?
I would say, I mean, I got used to him in the weird CGI of this kangaroo, like throughout. Like, I got a little more comfortable with it. It didn't alleviate my fears at all, nor did the time in high school. I have a friend in high school who worked at the Franklin Park Zoo in Boston, and to try and desensitize me to kangaroos and get over the fear. On my birthday one year, he blindfolded me, brought me to the zoo. I kind of figured out what was going on when I got there, and he put me in a pen with kangaroos.
Oh,
That's
oh,
illegal.
no.
That's not a birthday gift.
That's
They
so
were
fucking
babies.
terrifying.
They were like little tiny kangaroos, and so it like didn't actually scare me because they were.
Yeah,
pretty
but
cute.
it's gonna end up being like a scene out of Chucky in your mind, man. Like, this isn't just
Yeah.
like cool.
That's a horrifying thing to do to somebody.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I was kind of okay with it because really what I discovered through that is it's the big ones. It's like it's the man-sized kangaroos that I have the
So
no
you weren't
reaction
afraid of
to.
Jackie Jr., just Jackie Legs himself.
Yeah.
Jackie Legs himself is all those legs.
Wait, that
No.
guy from Canarsie?
Yeah.
That's-
Hey, so I got some beef with Jacob, and I just want to point out
Mhm.
Jacob
Yes,
is
please
an
go.
enemy
Yeah,
of the
okay.
show now.
Oh.
I followed him on Duolingo, and he didn't follow me back.
What?
I will do it.
No,
Wow.
hey, you know what? It's fine. I don't even want you on Duolingo
No,
anymore. But
I'm opening
it just-
the app.
It's just a little aggressive, considering
Every-
it seems like you're on there a lot, Mr. First Place in the Diamond League.
He's
yeah,
trying to learn
I had a-
Australian so he could say the Dunnies,
Yeah, the Dunny.
But
I
no,
had a
it's fine.
Herculean
the
effort
Thunderbox,
other day.
the Bog Trough,
Long drop?
the Long Trough.
Alright. We don't need to do more Australian
Yeah,
accents.
come on, guy. Hey, Dave,
You're
how
scared,
dare you
Jacob.
quote Kangaroo Jack on this Kangaroo Jack
Yeah.
I'm
podcast?
sorry.
You piece of fucking shit.
It's not my turn.
Okay, so how's everyone doing? Like, how are we doing mentally? How do we feel about the movie?
Hey man, I'm riding high.
Yeah,
I'm riding this movie.
I am
riding
legit
this movie.
bad. Yeah,
Nah.
straight up bad.
Listen, once you realize how good this movie actually is, it's like, it changes your perspective on things.
Okay.
Okay, wait. How many
Yeah.
viewings did you guys have this month? How many times did you watch it?
I don't know. I never
I got.
keep track of that.
God, hold on. I've got it marked down here.
Okay, well, I have 6 viewings, which is still 2 more than I wanted.
I got 5, which is 3 less than I wanted.
Wow.
I think I got 7 or something. I don't know.
And I this is frustrating to me that I am like, honestly, when I came in here at 29 being like, man, they're gonna be way ahead of me, and I'm gonna feel good about that.
Yeah,
No.
I was kind of
I just
hoping
wanna-
for a morale boost from you guys here, but I'm not getting
No.
that.
No,
I just want to be in the lead. That's always my goal every month. I'm not trying to.
Well, you two are the ones who made like a whole thing how you're gonna hit 100.
Yeah, we're both hitting a hundo.
Yeah, like I'm not, but okay, I'll save this for my section. But like, I don't want this to be a competition.
It's not
No,
a
it
competition,
isn't.
Dave.
You guys
We're
said
in-
it's
we're
not a
holding-
contest. You're just
But
gonna
you're
hit
in
100.
first. It's not a contest, but you're in first.
Well,
Yeah.
someone has to pull the weight.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
You guys made a pact to support each other in this.
Yeah, Michael,
and
what the
Dave's
hell?
Dave's not being that supportive right now.
How am I
If you
not
ask
being
me.
supportive? How am I
If you
not
ask
being
me-
supportive,
if you
Mister?
ask-
This isn't a race, but I'm in first
If
place.
you ask me,
Okay.
Dave's not being very supportive.
You're not being very supportive.
If you ask me, I think Michael's being competitive.
Duh. I called this shit from the beginning. I called this shit from the beginning that this would not work out. You guys having an allyship like this, it's not gonna work.
Unless there's like some recorded audio or something of you saying that, I don't believe you.
There literally is.
There is.
There absolutely is.
Producer, play it back.
Yeah, Jamie, can you play that back?
If honestly, if it wasn't so much work to comb through all the this season's audio, I would find it and be petty enough to edit it in here. But I'm not going to do that because I am committed.
Episode
to
if I go back and listen to it, will you put it in?
You're going to listen to all 4 episodes so far?
I can tell you.
I'll find it.
I can tell
it's
you
at
it's at the end of episode 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the end of episode 1. I'll find it. I'll send you the timeline stamp.
All right, fine. Yeah, if you could find it, yes, send it my way and I'll edit it into this shit.
It's in already. It's on already.
Hey y'all, this is Eli during editing. I want you all to know that Michael, in fact, did not do anything that he said he was going to do. He didn't send me a clip. He didn't look for it. I'm sure he's forgotten about it the moment he said it because he's a piece of shit. And he also isn't going to listen to this because I know he doesn't listen to these episodes. So I can say whatever I want about him. He's a poopy ass clown man. Poopy diaper clown boner boy. That's Michael. All right, back to the show. It's fucking.
Yeah, I don't think that exists.
I am committed to not being an overachiever this year.
No, listen.
Okay,
it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know.
And I am committed to be in last place for my own sanity. I am going to have the least amount of.
No, it's going to turn into like that South Park season or episode where they're all trying to get last place in baseball because they hate it.
Last place. It genuinely the when I counted back my viewings at 6, I was like upset with myself because honestly I thought I was at 5 because I only remembered 1 extra viewing, but apparently I got I was looking back at the dates. I recounted it seriously 3 or 4 times. I'm like, there's no way I have 6, and I have 6, which is fucking stupid. I hate it.
Dude, Eli, you wanna hop into your notes?
We'll hop into my fucking notes. Okay, so the big thing, I did a fun thing, everybody. I'm trying to gamify this a little bit because I am miserable. I am not doing well.
Yeah.
No way.
But like I said earlier this season, I am doing a lot to try to make this easier on everybody, including myself. So I'm trying to gamify it a little bit. So I made a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And did everyone here do the scavenger hunt?
I did the scavenger hunt.
I
enjoyed the scavenger hunt.
Okay, so I'll explain what I did and what the rules were, and then we'll go over scores, and we'll reward the winner right here off the bat.
Okay.
So right away, what I did was I went into Kangaroo Jack on my editing software computer machine, and I hid 35 random objects, characters, people, just things.
Hiding might not be the correct word for some of these.
Some of them were hidden.
Some of them were
hidden.
Giant boner boy on screen.
Hey, we'll get into giant boner.
Whoa! Don't be stomping blanks.
You were warned.
It's 90% of the screen for the whole ending. This is a fucking giant erection.
That was Blink the cat. Okay.
Yeah.
So
erection and balls.
Hey, let me finish explaining. I have placed 35 objects or characters or things just around the movie, and then I set these 3 fellas a list of the objects in random order, said, hey, you get 1 viewing, and you count how many things you spot, and each thing counts as 1 point. So, but before we get into the objects themselves, what's everyone's scores?
I want to go last.
Here, I'm posting mine in the group chat right now. I got 28 out of 35.
Okay, Jacob, you go.
So this was my half viewing. So I only got a third of them.
So you didn't even finish it.
Yeah, because this was my half viewing. So I haven't seen the second half of the scavenger.
Oh my god, I won by 1. I got 29.
Oh, you know what's so funny? So I had a friend of the show, Chris. He was on last season. His first time ever watching the movie was the scavenger hunt version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he scored 29.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my god, I win. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, but I won, you dick.
You guys fucking suck, losers.
Yeah. Well, the other thing isn't a contest, but
Michael's
this definitely is a contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Michael is the winner of it. And as discussed, I am going to send you your reward. And you're probably going to want to tweet this out.
Okay.
But basically, I commissioned a work of art where I had an artist on Fiverr draw Jackie Legs with a samurai sword smoking a cigar.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to send it to Michael. He gets the privilege of seeing it first because he won. And then, Michael, I would suggest you could do whatever you want, but I suggest you tweet it out for our audience.
Yeah,
and if they wanted to see it on Twitter, where would they find that?
I don't know what our Twitter name is.
At Turtle Club Pod.
At Turtle Club Pod. I'm looking at it now, and wow.
Well,
Yeah.
you should put a sensitive content screen over that too, because the idea of seeing a kangaroo with a sword is the only thing that I think would make a kangaroo more terrifying to me.
I'm gonna be honest. This is sexy as hell.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's very sexual. It definitely got my blood pumping when I received it the other day.
Wow, this is holy shit. All right, I'm gonna tweet this bad boy out.
Yeah, I paid an artist $20 to draw that for you.
20.
Damn.
So, I'm very curious. Michael, did you go back over the scavenger hunt and find the rest of the objects?
I watched the scavenger hunt twice. My score is only from the first time though.
Yeah.
And I watched it the second time in Discord, and Dave was with me in Discord, and I was fucking high. I was fucking faded. I was zooted. I was gone, and I was watching it. And I think I only found like 12 on my second viewing. Because I was like, I want to find where the other ones are. I called Eli during it, I think, because I thought I heard something that I don't think was there. And I did not find the other ones, no. To answer your question.
Do you have a list of the ones you didn't find? Like, I
have a list of the ones I found. I have a list of the ones I found. So
I just went through and crossed all mine out as I was watching.
I didn't find John
Like,
Travolta. I know I didn't find John Travolta because I was looking for him.
Yeah, same.
John Travolta, he's at the airport. He walks right in front of the screen. He is literally like in the front of them, and he walks right by them.
Okay, so there was that second Terminator shot that I almost missed that one too.
Yeah, that was a good one. My favorite.
I love the Terminator.
My favorite was the Velociraptor one.
That was quick
because it was on the plane. Did you guys catch the Velociraptor?
Yeah.
It was on the plane, and I did like a double take at it because it was quick, and you edited it in very well, and it's a reference to my favorite Jurassic Park. So, like, it's just...
Jurassic Park 3?
Yeah, the best one.
Thank you. Thank you for catching the reference.
Yeah. Hey, I don't think I found the airplane.
Yeah, the airplane
I did
is
find
definitely
the
most...
No, it was in the background. I saw it. I got that one.
The airplane is, I thought, like, the most, like, easily hidden. Just because it's literally just like a airplane.
It looks real, yeah.
Way in the background of a scene.
Yeah, it's... I found that one. I'm trying to find out which one I didn't find. Cherries on a stem. I don't think I found cherries.
That one's really early in. That's at the hairstyling place.
Yeah.
Okay.
The little display there.
Now, the ones that are really interesting to me. Now, did you guys find Naked Boner Boy?
Yes, I found Naked Boner Boy.
Yeah, I had to make sure, but yeah, I looked pretty close. I found him.
Now, Jacob, not having watched the second half of this, he probably didn't spot Naked Boner Boy.
He did not spot Naked Boner Boy.
Or Blinks the Time Cat.
Jacob, it's a naked boner boy who takes up half of the screen.
Dude's fucking turgid as shit too.
For most of the ending.
Rocking.
For most of the ending, I would say.
Well, it sounds aptly named.
When I edited it in, my wife asked me, she's like, what did you look up to find that picture? And I said, I literally Googled naked guy with boner. I just scrolled over to my other tab that I had open at all times.
I also didn't find Brian Griffin.
Oh, really? That's funny. That one, Chris spotted like right away. I was kind of impressed with him.
I found
Where
Brian
was
Griffin.
it?
Yeah.
Brian Griffin is hidden behind a tree right after the bolo scene.
Oh. See,
Like,
the problem is, like, I felt like I had to just be fucking staring at the screen the whole fucking time.
Yeah, see, same.
It was like, so I would, like, time my, like, pauses, because it was like, oh, I just found Randy Orton coming in, and
how'd you spot him?
I don't know. And okay, I have like probably at least 10 seconds. I can look at my phone or something. So it was like because I remember you told us like you didn't put them back to back to back. There's a little bit of a gap in between. So it was like I was planning my look away. So I might have just missed it.
I spaced them out. They always have at least 2 minutes of screen time between each other.
Oh, thank God.
Except
That's not
Boner
fucking
Boy.
true. Yeah. Oh no, and that's not true. I feel like 2 of them were right back to back. What was it?
Which ones?
The second naked boner boy.
Oh, you know what? During the chase scene, there's
in the chase scene. Simba and the grass block.
There's like 3 during that chase scene.
Yeah, Simba and the grass block are right next to each other.
Okay,
And
I didn't
Abe
get Simba,
Lincoln.
but I got the grass
Oh,
block.
I didn't find Abe Lincoln. That's the last one I didn't find.
I got Abe Lincoln too.
So you guys both found Tony Soprano?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
That was a good shot.
Yeah,
that was a really good shot. I will admit there was some
Jacob, you would have seen
actual
Tony.
work that set in
find
pretty
Tony?
well.
I don't think I did though. So I
He's
think
in
I had both poor performance and incomplete performance.
He's in the first scene with when they're being told by the mob like they have to go to Australia. He's just like in the background at one point.
He's like in a chair.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing like the pyramid hands thing.
That one's I think is pretty put in there pretty well.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one. Jesse Pinkman was in there really good at the end. He's
I
just in
did
the
not
background.
see Jesse Pinkman.
He's in the background of like at the very end when all the like mobsters and like the Australian guys are fighting and stuff. Like
Yeah,
right
I put
before
him
they
in with
fight.
all the henchmen in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he just
okay.
fits in right in the background.
It's like Jackie Lake's from Canarsie. How's he involved in all this? Like he's like
Mhm.
behind them, like that.
Well, there's also like
point of the
there's also
movie.
like a Michael Scott shot in one of those too.
Mhm.
Yeah, Michael Scott. I put in like with the group.
No, that was
There's some
fun,
fun
though.
stuff here. But
was there any that was a portrait in the background of the first scene with
The
Christopher Walken? Because
well, not the
I
first
bet there was
scene, but one
that
of the
I missed.
scenes with Christopher Walken, I did put a portrait behind a character, and it was Michelle Obama's president.
Yes. Okay.
But just
President
like
Bush.
super
that one,
blurry.
that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I did get that then. I was
Super
like,
blurry.
oh,
I
that's
was
not
half sure that.
her.
I mean, I know Eli edited that in, so I looked through the list and I was like, I think that's Michelle Obama.
No, to put some of the ones like to make them like look like they're part of the scene, I had to blur them a little bit.
Yeah, that was well done.
But no, I had a lot of fun doing the scavenger hunt. Like genuinely, it's the most fun I've had watching Kangaroo Jack this year. Honestly, I think I'm gonna send this version of the movie to all of our guests going forward just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see how they score, just to see how it compares. My wife says she wants to do it.
So wait, should we like if we're sending this out to future guests, do we want to have them do like 3 watches and the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, why not?
No, just send them the scavenger hunt version. Don't tell them what it is and see if they know it.
see if they spot it. They're like, yeah, this movie's real fucked up.
Yeah, the naked boner boy at the end. That was interesting.
Like I thought it was like for a PG movie. This is a little weird.
And for the listeners, the naked
Some of
boner
these things
boy,
came out after the movie.
The naked boner boy shows up like 5 times in the last like 10 minutes of the movie. And at one point he's like in a hot tub next to Squidward.
Yeah.
And then Blinks the time cat is like covering up the very tip of the dick. I was you could tell already that I was very amused by my own antics.
Yes.
But yes, I'm glad the
so.
scavenger hunt was a success.
What else you got?
That was fun. So I have a few other like real like stuff here that I want to list. One, I finally looked up this movie's tagline.
Okay.
Oh,
It was used in advertising. Do you
Yeah,
guys
what
have
was it?
like any? Do you guys want to take a whack at it? Do you want to?
Yeah. Well, give me. Is it like a saying, like, or is it a couple words? Like, what is it?
No, I mean, I guess just like give your own version of a tagline.
Okay, here we go.
Oh
I'm out.
boy,
Would it help if you heard the tagline first and then we each create our own version?
I'm kind of like in this mentality
hopping into trouble. Hopping into trouble.
Okay, no, that's a good one. Yeah, hopping into trouble.
Damn,
that's good.
I was actually kind of going to use that one too.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, what? You were going to say exactly
liar.
No, I'm not doing hopping into trouble.
This is your fan favorite. This is your fan favorite. The guy who tried to steal hopping into trouble.
I'm not saying it. I steal hopping into trouble.
Stop antagonizing our audience.
I was going to do like a hop on out of here thing.
No, I think that's also valid. Using the hop thing makes sense. Jacob, do you have any attempt at this?
I would just plagiarize Men at Work and just go with he came from a land down under.
No, that's also good though. That's a
really good one.
What is the tagline?
The tagline is he stole the money and he's not giving it back.
No.
Wow. That sucks.
All three of your guys were more clever than this.
Yeah.
You would hear that
right next to me, and it's not even on the DVD. That's how bad it is.
Like terrible, like awful tagline. Like why? Something I realized, so when Jackie Legs first wakes back up, and they first realize that he has the money, and they're trying to get the money out of his pocket. Why not just run him over with the Jeep?
Yeah. They're humanitarians.
They were kind of fine with running him over and playing with his dead body just 5 seconds ago. For $50,000? Yeah, run his ass over.
And your life. Like, you will be dead if you lose this money.
Like, it's weird that they didn't even consider that.
A key part of my viewing experience of the movie was I was rooting for them to actively kill him, throughout the entire time.
You were pissed when you found out that gun was a tranquilizer?
Yeah, I was like, waste his ass.
Yeah.
Fucking take his ass out.
Fucking kill him. And again, another thing I want to point out about me not being an overachiever this year. So last year, if you remember, I was getting a very large tattoo finished on my forearm, and I watched Master Disguise while getting tattooed. Mm-hmm. A couple weeks ago, I was finishing up another large tattoo on myself, and it was like a 3-hour session, and I really considered watching Kangaroo Jack during it, but I didn't. So again, I want to pat myself on the back for not being an insane person.
You should have done it.
I didn't want to force my tattoo artist to deal with it again.
Is it the same person from Master Disguise?
No, it's a different artist this time. I am going back to that guy. Would you have done it if it was
the same person? I wonder, would you feel more comfortable doing it?
Yeah, I'm going back to that guy again, kind of soonish actually. And I'm like, honestly, I would feel more comfortable watching Kangaroo Jack with him, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that to myself. Getting a tattoo is already that long is already kind of miserable. Like you're sitting there for hours just in pain. So I'm not gonna make it worse for myself by watching Kangaroo Jack. I don't know. I just want to really emphasize that Anthony Anderson is funny in other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very wasted here. I feel bad because he's in Scary Movie 3. He's so funny in that.
He's so funny in Scary Movie 3. That's the best one.
He's great in Me, Myself, and Irene. I like his part in Transformers. My wife really likes Blackish, and what I've seen of it has made me laugh. He's pretty good in Barbershop. He's funny. He's a funny guy, just not in Kangaroo Jack.
No one's funny.
No.
So I'm sure Michael has some more stuff to say about this, but this is the month that I chose to dive into the DVD menu.
Yeah, do you want to... Should we just share this section?
Let's just, go into it. I watched it with the commentary. Do we want to start with that?
Yeah, let's just get into the commentary. So, the commentary is awful. Just FYI. It is genuinely, just as a commentary, it's so boring. You learn nothing interesting. It's all just hey, this is Patty. We met her, blah, 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 blah. And it's oh, Patty was a great lady.
Wow.
I know
George.
that Michael and I
That
have
sucks.
this in common. I know that Michael and I both enjoy watching movies with the commentary tracks.
Love commentary tracks.
Like we're both big fucking dorks and like nerds for commentary tracks, and you can make fun of us for that because it is a thing to be made fun of.
Yes.
But because of that, we have seen a lot of like good and bad commentary tracks.
This is awful. This is one of the worst I've ever seen.
Would you say that this is the worst one you've ever watched all the way through?
Probably, yeah. It's so I guess usually I turn them off when they're boring.
That's what I'm saying. Like usually when they're that boring, I turn it off. I've never actually sat through one like this. I'm not saying it's the worst I've ever seen, but the worst I've ever sat through. And like last year, like when we delved into the director's commentary for Master of Disguise, I feel like it added a lot of interesting tidbits. Like it brought up more discussion.
Yes.
There really isn't much here.
Yeah, so I have a couple things I'm going to go through.
Yeah, please do.
Anthony Anderson forgot his character's name at the beginning and had to be reminded of it.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, "What's my character's? What's the?" He's like Lewis. He's
Lewis.
like, "Oh yeah."
So this is like so much later then, right?
It is years later. They did say that. They they said it was almost 3 years later.
What the fuck?
And then they said Kangaroo Jack eating candy and Twizzlers in the movie made parents have to run out and buy their kids candy. So it was a big boost for movie theater concessions.
Yeah, they called it genius. Like
that's not fucking true. Like,
no, said it was genius.
Yeah, like imagine like being in the theater and being like, "Oh shit, he's eating Twizzlers. I gotta go buy my kid Twizzlers."
No, it's like you're the kid in that scenario. You're the kid in that scenario, and it's like, oh man, I could go for a Twizzler. Hey mom, can I get it? Shut up.
Like that's there you go. Like Jerry O'Connell literally says to David McNally, the director, he goes like, "Man, putting these candy eating scenes of the kangaroo, that's genius. You know, you probably movie theaters probably thanked you for that one."
Yeah.
Wow.
And David McNally makes a funny comment. He goes like, "You know what? Honestly, working on this movie, I'm quite sure my next one will definitely be a PG movie." He never directed another movie.
And which is kind of depressing in a way because it seems like he wanted to.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of the commentary just like, kids love this movie. They thought it was so funny. People were coming up to me on the street saying how much they loved it. Kids love this movie. Like, but, on and on.
A lot of that, but also, like, weirdly adult, like, sort of comments about Estella Warren.
Yes. Yeah, the lady
like, Estella, who plays Jessie, she's not even in it very much. And I almost, like, feel bad for the way she's treated in this movie. Like, she gets sexually assaulted, basically. And, like, during that scene where Charlie like grabs her tits, Jerry O'Connell's like, "Oh, I really like filming this scene, huh?" And Estella's like, "Yeah, I was nervous about this one." And he goes, "I wasn't." And it's like, well, what? It's just an uncomfortable fucking thing. It was weird, and they. And also, interesting... Okay, so everyone that was on this commentary track, it was the director, David McNally, Jerry O'Connell, Anthony Anderson, Estella Warren, and then a fifth person who was the head of, like, CGI, like, of special effects. Mm-hmm. And that guy was actually the most interesting one.
Yeah, because I feel like that dude would have more to put into it.
Yeah, and he talked about, like, the kangaroo and everything.
He got, like, really into telling, things. Like, he was, like, so happy to talk about the new technology that they used to create, not Jackie Legs, but the other kangaroos that are, like, running around. Yeah. And apparently there's not a single, like, real kangaroo in this movie. They're all CG.
Yeah. Which is pretty
Jacob,
nuts.
do you hear that? You're good.
Yeah.
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 I feel
good.
It's all movie magic, bud.
I mean, the only thing that could have made it better is a thing at the end that said kangaroos were harmed in the movie.
Yeah. Harmed during this movie.
There's no kangaroos in the movie, but we just went out and beat up some kangaroos.
Yeah, we just did it anyway.
We had some money left over.
Weird things, like right near the beginning, they're like, it's the part where Charlie's drowning. Anthony Anderson's like, "Man, look at those waves. Did you use like a wave machine or anything, or did you just have me sit out there and fart?"
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's like, what?
All right, that's kind of funny.
Again, Anthony Anderson is like actually kind of funny sometimes, but he didn't seem very interested in this commentary.
No.
Like,
they also kind of tell a fake story about like how this movie went through changes. Because like the actual truth, Jacob, I don't know if you know this, but like this movie was a rated R movie, and then they screened it and it did not do well. So they like turned it into like a PG movie with like some changes. And they added almost every kangaroo scene. Like that wasn't in the original movie. And they said in the commentary that they added more kangaroo because people thought the kangaroo was so funny. And it's like, no, you did that because you were trying to make it a kids movie. You know, it seems like it just felt like they were like trying to cover that up.
I mean, well, I guess like that's like a half truth because they changed it to a kids movie because the kangaroo was the only thing that tested well.
Right.
The rest of the movie was garbage.
Yeah.
Is it known
people
what
were like,
the
hey, that
R-rated
was
movie
trash,
is?
but I guess the kangaroo was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did the R-rated movie have a different name?
So
it's called Down and Under.
Down and Under, and then it went from R to PG-13 cut that we found to PG release.
Yeah, we found the PG-13 cut online.
And it's got like more licensed music. It flows a little bit better.
It's a better movie.
We got confirmation that song that plays the Dr. Dre Next Episode bit is actually just a straight up sample from that song, and they paid for it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Wait, how did we figure?
Really?
Oh yeah, they did
in the commentary. They mentioned that they like were going to use a song that sounded like that.
Yeah.
But then Jerry Bruckheimer just fucking paid for it and used the actual just like bass line or like melody from the Dr. Dre song.
But it's slightly different, is it not? Like that was like my main viewing experience. No, like what the hell is going on with the music? Like there's like an orchestral version at one point. Like
they turned the Dr. Dre song into the theme of the movie. And they do. There is like sort of an orchestral version of that at one point. It's very strange. They in the commentary they keep talking about like, man, when we make the sequel.
Yes. Oh my god. Like, obviously, you're not making a fucking sequel to Kangaroo Jack.
I mean, again, this movie does have a sequel, but none of these people were involved.
Yeah, none of these people were.
It's fascinating. Do we want next, like this month, like the month of May, to finally be the one where we watch the sequel?
Yeah, we're watching it.
Can we agree on that?
It's an animated sequel, Jacob.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I'm at my limit with like not doing any gimmick watches. So like I'm gonna start going a little harder.
Wait, hold on. I guess we should make rules for that. Then we still have to watch this movie 4 times.
Yeah. Still,
no doubt. Yeah, the second movie does not count as a watch. Right. It's just
the second one does not count as a viewing.
Yeah,
but I do want us to watch it because I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
God, the animation.
They
looks
mentioned
so weird.
that Shaggy, the artist Shaggy, it wasn't me. That guy. Yep. He likes the movie. He like gave him music.
He liked the movie so much that they're like, hey, he was like, hey, I have this new song coming out. Can you put it in the movie? So that song that plays over the sexual assault scene was a brand new Shaggy song at that point.
Huh.
Fun fact.
And he gave it to them. Like, they didn't buy it. I think he just gave it to them.
Yeah,
right?
he loved it that much.
Yeah.
And they're like, please, use my song.
Yeah.
Hey, if we have any fans of the podcast that just directly know Shaggy, can you get them to, like, sign a copy? Yeah. Sweet, thank you.
Also, they made a comment that pissed me off, because this is obviously not true. They said, when we screened it for the first time, we could hardly hear the movie because people were laughing so hard.
That's
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second.
That's like fake as shit.
No,
it tested so bad.
Yeah, like it always tested terrible.
So, so then, Michael, did you dive into the special features menu at all?
Okay, so I did it only because I saw that there was also a kangaroo commentary, but it's not a kangaroo commentary. I thought it was the whole movie with Jackie Legs commentating, but it's just like certain scenes. So I watched a little bit of that.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I wanted a whole commentary of Jackie Legs.
This whole fucking time, I've been hyping it up. Even on this show, on recording, I've been hyping up like, hey, there's a second commentary track with just Jackie Legs. Well, fuck it, it's only 15 minutes long. It's just the scenes that Jackie Legs is like involved in, and even the kangaroo commentary like sexually objectifies Estella Warren.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I really don't like it. It made me very upset. It's stupid. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed. And then after I saw that, I was so pissed off I didn't want to look at the other one. So I have not yet, but I'm planning on it.
Well, okay, so I'll give you sort of a sneak peek here.
Yeah.
The more interesting ones. There's like they have a whole featurette called Behind the Gas, and it's about the making of the fart sound effects on the camels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
But like honestly, that like if it were like an actual behind the scenes thing of the sound designer like talking about how he makes fart sound effects, that would be kind of interesting, I guess. But no, it's like this fake thing where it's like staged to entertain children or something. Like the children are gonna watch the special features, and he's like, how do I make these fart sounds? He's like, we tried every way we could think of, and then we went the old-fashioned way. And like a lady shows up and she's like, who ordered the double bean burrito? And he's like, that's me.
Wow, that sucks.
It's really bad. There's a bit where it's like a bunch of children.
Hey, can I interrupt you real quick?
Please.
Shout out Nicole. Just want to give a quick
shout out Nicole. Shout out Nicole.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jacob, can you give a shout out to Nicole?
Shout out Nicole. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah.
Jacob,
Okay.
Jacob, have you listened to the second season of our show?
No, he has not. He told me he has.
So you have no idea what that means.
Yeah. I hopefully you're not dragging me into something like deeply controversial. Like
no,
you just agreed to some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Honestly, like we might have to kick you off.
I'm just saying, Jackie Legs is at your door, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's one of his biggest fears. There's a section here where it's teaching children how to dance like Jackie Legs.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Which is innocent enough, except for they do like the butt spank part.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's just a bunch of kids spanking their own asses, which is uncomfortable. I don't know. There's not much more here. I found an interesting Easter egg in the DVD menu. There's like these yellow like kangaroo crossing signs that'll show up periodically on the menu. If you actually like navigate over to one and click it, it just gives you a still image of this drawing of Jackie Legs. I put it on the Twitter, where it's like the hardest fucking thing you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
Speaking of that, on the extras page it says like click here or put this into your computer and like click here for more information or whatever, right? And I went out.
Wait. I'm sorry, but the actual phrasing is for more hip hop and fun. Insert the disc into your PC's DVD ROM drive. So
listen, I did that. He texted about that today. I went out. I bought a DVD drive for my computer because I didn't have one, and I put it in literally 5 minutes before we started recording. Right, like I was talking about it with you guys, and it doesn't work. You can't. There's no more hip hop and fun.
There's no more hip hop and fun.
And I also would like to say, getting this to run was the worst thing that has ever happened to me because it was still running off technology from 2004. So to get it to even let me access it, I had to download this weird Warner Brothers like exe file that would let you play things and like had ads for like their movies coming out in 2004, and it was like the worst thing ever, and I couldn't get it to load. And then eventually I was able to, with that open that in VLC, and I got it to load. But
well, it's you know what? It actually sounds like you had some hip hop and fun.
Yeah.
You're hip hopping between different programs to try and get it to work.
I was very disappointed that there was no more hip hop and fun. Let me just say that.
Yeah, you should be. So, okay, I'm going to end out my section of the notes with one last thing. The DVD version of this movie has 28 chapters.
Yes.
Which is a lot, I feel. And I wrote down the names of all of them, and I wanted to name some and see if you guys could guess which scene they are.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
All right. So, let me see. We'll start with an easy one. A Habit of Camels.
Oh, the camel farting scene.
Hot Stuff.
That had to be like the waterfall.
Is it the waterfall scene?
Like when they're in the water?
Or is it when he grabs her tits?
Yeah.
Hot Stuff. is when Jackie Legs eats the job.
Okay.
Super atomic jawbreaker.
Now we look like jerks.
Now you look like
fake
idiots.
fans.
Yeah. Very, very
That
literal
scene is
there.
actually called "There Goes the Moment."
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right.
All right, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Tight fit.
Oh no.
Is that when they're running from the cops in the truck?
Yeah, and they have to go in between the mountains.
I really hope so.
I really hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ending chase.
Oh,
scene
thank
when they're driving
God.
through the mountains.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
thank God.
You're just afraid of sounding like an asshole again. Right. Honey of a plan.
That's when,
they say
they
that.
find
Yeah,
Blue and old Alice in.
Yeah, it's a honey of a plan. Yeah.
That is correct.
Damn
You got
Skippy.
it. Mutually agitated.
The
When
fight
they're
scene
fighting in the desert.
Yeah, when Frankie finds Mr. Smith.
Or no, in the desert when Lewis and Charlie are arguing.
Dave was right. It's when Frankie and
Oh.
Mr. Smith finally meet up and are mad at each other.
Yeah, do not agitate me.
Yeah.
Intimate moments.
The
tape
non-gay
grabbing?
intimate moment where they're hugging at the end of the movie.
Yeah, non-gay intimate.
Yeah, you got it. All right.
Man, I'm killing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave's a fucking king at this game. All right.
Michael trying to fake fan me.
I'm not a. All right. This is your fucking fan favorite, everyone. This is one of the reading fucking emails.
There's a reason I'm the favorite, but
Yeah, you didn't get any fucking emails this month.
yeah,
Fucko.
neither did you, guy.
Mission
you don't
Down
know.
Under.
Mission Down Under. When they get the plan?
I'm gonna think it's when Mr. Jimmy introduces himself as the driver.
Tranquilizing scene.
What was yours, Michael?
When they get the plan. When they have to get told they have to go to Australia.
Michael's right on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Get fucked, Dave. Fat fuck.
Hey, wow, yeah, Jesus, this is why you don't get emails, okay?
Yeah. Fuck you too, Jacob.
That's so
Whoa.
violent.
Hey, you just swinging wild, okay? What the hell?
All right, and the rest of them are pretty straightforward, actually, as far as naming conventions go.
Yeah.
So one of my favorites, though, is Due East, like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's
just
when
a
they're-
line.
It's when they're walking to the one water source.
Yeah, they're.
He said it was
they're watching
east.
towards the lady.
Due
Yeah,
East.
so's
Bit of
Brooklyn.
a walk, though.
But yeah, there's some. The Mirage scene with the camels is called Kangaroo Dreams.
Oh.
Oh, when he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just said camel there, but I meant kangaroo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's like I'm
that
watching
is,
that scene right now.
That is my notes. I really am miserable right now, but like I said earlier
You
this
had a
year,
lot. You had a lot.
I am determined to keep this interesting. So I'm doing a lot to keep this interesting for myself and others.
Yeah, Jacob, do you want to get into your stuff?
Yeah, I'll hop in. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
all right.
I'll hop in.
I've covered extensively. I've covered extensively the fear of kangaroos. So in general, I feel like I had a pretty atypical viewing experience. I also only had half of a viewing experience where I was sober, and
Okay.
I think that like
Me too at
that-
this point, honestly.
that probably contributed to my overall sense that while I think this is probably a better movie than The Master of Disguise,
Mhm.
there's nothing
It's worse. It's
iconic.
better and worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing iconic or nothing that stands out. Like,
You know what's fucked
And
up
when
though? It's we've done this a lot. Where when you start talking like this, because we've all said this, you just start sounding like you love the Master of Disguise. That's what it starts.
right?
Like,
Yes. No. It
and then
made
you
me
think about it, and
longing
you're
for
like,
it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a I don't. It's some like messed up trauma response where
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
actually, I'm longing for the days of the Master of
The
Disguise.
Stockholm
right. Yeah. I
syndrome
wish I
set in.
was kidnapped again.
Well, like
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
So, like Jacob said, and we've said this in the past that yes, Master of Disguise is a worse movie, But can we all agree that we'd rather watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially because it's shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's just that much shorter.
Well, like, yes, it's that much shorter, but also, like,
it's able. Energico is the filler.
Well,
Yeah.
There's energy to that movie. At least, like, Dana Carvey seems like he wants to be there, even if no one else does.
Right.
Yeah.
No one.
There's
Kangaroo Jack.
There's this sort of uncanny valley of the Master of Disguise where it's like a movie, but it's not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like, you know, when you watch those videos on like
Twitter
where it's like, would you believe an AI generated this?
That's
what Master of Disguise feels like.
That's what
right.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I believe that an AI created the turtle guy. Thank you. But like,
although, yeah, I do think that the plot of Kangaroo Jack feels like an AI wrote it, and I know,
dude, it's insane. The plan at the end makes no fuck. Just kill them in the United States. There's nothing stopping you.
That's what I've said. I've said that, and you guys fought me on it.
No, I never fought you on it. It was Dave always. I was the first one to bring that up.
Dave and Alan fought us on this.
Yeah, man. It makes no goddamn sense.
Once again, proving why I'm the fan
almost
favorite.
like a Mad Libs. Like it's like somewhere between AI and Mad Libs, where it's like, and then insert this will happen in a way, and then.
It's like, all right, name an animal, kangaroo.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right, so a kangaroo stole mob money.
Yeah,
in Australia.
Right. Exactly.
And then they get on a plane.
Yeah, it is. My jaw was open agape, just like what, you spend so much time in the beginning, just like with all the mob stuff and chase scenes, and you're like, this is not what I thought I was getting in.
No, not at all.
It took so long to get to Australia.
Yeah. A lot of my notes just say Michael Shannon, all capitals, over and over and over. The dude delivers. He does not
he's good.
He's kind of like
devoted.
Call him the fucking mailman because he makes that fucking delivery. You know?
Well, you know what's a bummer though is when he drops that R slur.
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah,
and he really ruins it for himself.
Yeah.
In general, there's some real choice lines for a PG movie. There's one in particular, which I think is what you're referring to, where, like,
at the end.
Like, what? Like,
and it comes out of nowhere. You pansy ass.
I was watching it with our friend of the show, Chris, and that happened, and I had completely forgotten about it, and it stabbed my brain like a knife.
Yeah.
Like it comes so out of nowhere. I've seen this movie so many times, and it still surprises me because it's so left field.
Yeah, it really hits you.
What else you got?
Yeah. Okay, I really thought that the lead was Jason Bateman for the whole first.
He does kind of look like Jason Bateman. He does kind of look.
It took me way longer than it should have to realize that this was not him.
Jason Bateman's like talented though. I feel like he would be better in this.
No, he definitely, but he could do the role. I think Jason Bateman would be a much better cast for.
He'd nail it. He'd nail it. Especially if they kept the R-rated version of the movie. I kind of would like to see that.
There's a script. We can send you the script.
movie.
Yeah, we could send you the
script.
Yeah,
we last month we said, me and Michael both said that we were gonna read the R-rated script. I don't think either of us have done that yet.
No, I think that could be like a next month thing though.
Yeah, we'll get there.
As we get into like the gimmick watches.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah. No, it's not Jason Bateman.
And then one of my favorite notes that I have on this just says, I legitimately thought Lewis might die. I feel like they would do that. And I don't know what I meant, and I don't know what part of the movie I was referring to, but I thought maybe they would go for some like cheap emotional kind of affect at the end where like there had to be some sort of tragedy, and then I was kind of disappointed when at least nothing. It really works out for them in the ending, just like riding off into the sunset.
So you were really watching this movie hoping for like a bad ending.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I was rooting for the kangaroo to die the whole time, and was kind of disappointed there.
I have a theory about this
tragic.
movie that I'm formulating in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
What if death isn't a concept in this movie, in this universe?
They just can't die.
You literally can't die, which is why they're so cool with playing with his dead body, because they know he's not dead.
Wait, no, but they talk about your dead father.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen. Do we see it happen?
No, but they talk about
he does think that he killed him.
Jacob, please keep going.
There's no death. Kangaroo Jack universe.
Like, okay, I'm not accepting this. No.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever
This is a little far.
No one dies in this movie, so you can't prove it.
Is that you just have to ignore things they say in the movie. That's what's pissing me off.
Does anyone die in this movie?
They threaten death in the movie.
Does anyone die?
Death. They threaten death.
But do they die, though?
Yeah, people do die in the movie.
When?
It probably like the car chase and stuff.
They don't die?
No one dies.
No one dies in this movie.
The henchmen, when they get chased, Mr. Smith's and Frankie's crew both get captured at the end.
You're right.
Yeah, there's no death in this movie, so until you can bring up some on-screen death, I don't believe
Why
you.
does it have to be on-screen? No, Jacob, please keep going. No.
I need some visual.
I'm
a visual learner.
No. Sal specifically goes, after the passing of your father, I took you in.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe he just passed him on the highway.
No. No, I'm putting my foot down. This is some bullshit.
Oh, wait. Hold your horses. Hold on, he might be on his. He's cooking. Let him
Don't back him up in this. Get fucked.
It's right in front of you. The evidence is there.
Let him fucking.
Okay. I'm gonna make an Ancient Aliens like documentary.
What happened
does death exist in Kangaroo Jack?
No, you know what? Death exists because the Flying Dingo 4 died.
Yeah.
That's an inanimate object. So
yeah, okay, yeah. Way to start to classify here, guy.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Wait, is this the thing you said that you're adding? I called you before the show and we were talking, and I was like, "Yeah, I just don't feel like I have that much this month." And you were like, "No, I got something. I'm adding some more." Is this what you were talking about?
No, I actually had nothing at that point, but now I do.
It's the fact that you're lying about people not dying. Got it.
No, I didn't. What lie? Who died in this movie?
The Flying Dingo 4.
That's not a thing. That's not a living object.
All of those termite mounds and those termites.
You didn't see them die. They were abandoned.
Wow, just because you can't.
I've never seen someone's life be taken from them in a moment.
Then I guess death doesn't exist in the real world either.
Yeah.
Eli,
Jacob,
I make stuff up for the podcast because I'm a silly goofball.
I only got two more notes here. One, which I'm sure has been covered, is just the romance overall is real. Yeesh! It's just
it's gross.
Creepy, awful, rapey.
Why would she be interested at all? They never establish anything. The whole thing is just it's a mess. Like,
wait, here we go. Which love was more unreasonable, Jennifer and Jennifer Pistachio, or
oh yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot her name.
Jesse and Charlie.
Jesse and Charlie, yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly find Jennifer more believable because at least Pistachio is bumbling and clumsy.
It is more believable.
It stumbles into a romance. Like,
I think it's the wrong way to go about it. I don't think it works for the movie, but it's more believable than Jesse, I think. I agree. Because the first impression is him sexually assaulting her.
Yeah, I want to make a point.
You can kiss me right now.
About how bad the romance is in Kangaroo Jack. That when Jacob just now mentioned how the romance felt really bad, I genuinely, in my head, thought he was talking about Charlie and Lewis. And then when he said I was like, oh yeah. Like, there is an actual heterosexual romance in this.
Yeah.
It's also Sal and Charlie's mom.
They should have explored their bromance further, I think, though. That would have been a nice
Honestly, it would have been better if Lewis and Charlie ended up together.
Yeah.
They have more chemistry. Like, I think they would have an interesting sexual chemistry, and I'd like to see that explored.
Who would be the top?
Further? Who would be the top?
All right.
It would obviously be Charlie.
I don't know.
No.
I think Charlie has a sweet side.
See, like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I mean, he's gonna start telling the story about how he needed Lewis to help him out with like the truck. He's like, yeah, I just had those microwave chimichangas, and I'm not really.
I don't know where I don't like where you're going with that.
I think it's Charlie.
You think Charlie's top?
I think Charlie's top. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like Lewis is very domineering. It's an interesting conversation, and honestly, our fans should really think about it. Really imagine right now.
Yeah.
We'll make a poll.
Shout out Nicole.
Yeah, shout out Nicole. Shout out Nicole. Shout out Nicole.
What does this podcast become?
All right, Jacob, you were saying about gay sex.
We're gonna cut that
my
out.
last note here is just more of a question, or rather a reality check.
Okay.
First of all, has the Little League line come up on the show yet?
Yeah, the 16 Taiwanese All-Stars.
Yeah.
I mentioned that before, and I said I feel like he got that name a different way.
What does is that actual Taiwanese?
I do not
we discussed this, and it means nothing. We tried to look it up.
Don't know.
I tried to
I'm
look
pretty
it
sure
up.
it's just gibberish.
It probably
It
is.
The
doesn't
follow-up
translate to anything.
question: is that line funny? Because for a moment, I was laughing at it, and I must reiterate, I did not watch this movie sober except for half of the time, and half the time I did not get to that line.
The way he says it, I guess, can be humorous, but it's still a weird line that it's hard to find it funny.
Oh yeah, no,
Very bizarre.
It
really
comes out
weird
of
line.
nowhere.
Jacob, what's your favorite part of the movie?
I mean, maybe that line, just because it felt so out of nowhere. It was just like, what? Like, what are we talking about?
My favorite part of the movie.
Kind of close.
Have we said favorite parts of the movie?
Like,
No.
We've discussed our favorite parts before.
I don't know if this has changed for me, but I think my favorite is the opening where, like, anytime Christopher Walken's on the same screen in the opening.
Well,
especially.
last time we discussed this, you said that your favorite scene was the pansy-ass R-word scene.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, that one too.
And I think Dave and I both agreed that it was Charlie.
Charlie?
Your father didn't say yous was coming.
So we're mentioning like favorite scenes. Do you guys get a laugh out of any scene?
No.
Okay, have we ever laughed at this movie?
I've never laughed at this movie.
I get some laughs in, and I still get one regular laugh.
What?
It's the scene where they're so it's Charlie and Lewis like out by the phone near the Dunnies. They're talking, blah blah blah. I got the number for a bush pilot. Blue comes by, passes out. He's like, all right, I'm gonna call this guy, and then Blue's phone starts ringing. And he's just like splayed out on the fucking ground in like the Family Guy death pose.
Okay, no.
I
will defend Dave a little bit, and I think I've even said this before, that at least that has a setup and payoff.
Yeah,
there is the format of a joke there.
I'm not losing my mind, but I'll get like a quick little chuckle in. I'm like,
the only thing that still makes me laugh sometimes, and it depends on how sober I am, is the camel farts.
No.
Well,
listen, I'm
laugh.
Dude, I'm farted.
Yeah, it's
aggressive. Ever
aggressive.
since Master of Disguise, man, farts, I'm immune to them.
Well, this is the exact opposite of Master of Disguise, where the farts in Master of Disguise were so like little and short.
Yeah.
There's like, and that was it.
Except the ending one.
Except the ending one. And then the camel farts are violent. Like,
see, the difference is these are award-winning farts.
That is true. This one best fart in Master of Disguise didn't.
2004's best fart.
Master of Disguise lost to fucking live-action Scooby-Doo. And then Master of Disguise, knowing that it was going to lose, talks shit about Scooby-Doo in the movie.
Yeah.
Has those henchmen bring it up. Jacob, I forget what your question was. Did we answer it?
Yeah, it was a reality check on if that line was funny. And, I'm going to go with no.
No, that's a no.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you agree with us.
Well,
all right,
we'll see
Michael,
if I
Dave.
see it sober.
Yeah.
All right,
Michael, please.
No,
sure. So The scavenger hunt, super fun. I really like that. That kind of helped like spur a lot of mentality into like keep watching this, because like I would find a scene and then I would like I'd be talking to my roommate and then like I'd be like, you gotta fucking check this out, and I'd play like the Randy Orton one again, and that was great.
If you guys want to see the Randy Orton one, I actually tweeted it. Do you guys remember those Vines? Do you guys remember Vine?
No, I never used Vine. Isn't that
there
funny?
was these Vines that were like, I didn't really like Vine back in the day, but I really liked this
Vine's...
one where people would edit Randy Orton over footage of people falling off of things.
Yeah.
And it would make it seem like Randy Orton was doing an RKO on them. So I just stole that format. I found a YouTube video of Randy Orton green screen that was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I used that for Randy Orton RKOing the plane.
David, what else you got?
Yeah, so Scavenger Hunt was great. Really appreciate it. It was kind of funny, like showing a lot of different stuff. I think I took a picture to send your sister Eli.
Which one?
Blinks the Time Cat.
Yeah.
With the naked boner boy.
No, it's Blinks the Time Cat, okay? There's two different instances there.
Before we started recording, it was just Dave and I on here, and Dave goes like, hey, so like some of these items that you sent me, they aren't in there, right? Like you didn't actually put them in the movie. I'm like, no, I definitely did. He's like, oh, well then I just really did bad.
I did kind of bad, yeah. But because I had to watch the Scavenger Hunt, like obviously I had to pay closer and closer attention, which is the biggest first point I really wanted to bring up. Fuck you. You really made me pay attention to this movie, and I just hate you for it. Knocking that one out of the way, I did notice two scenes that were pretty interesting. The first one was, so when Charlie shows up to get Lewis, or Lewis shows up to get Charlie, there's the whole like, yeah, I need you to like, you know, help me out with this thing, blah, 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 it'll be quick. So they're wearing the same clothes from the time they go from the salon to Sal's to Australia to the end of the movie. The only actual clothing change is Lewis losing his jacket. So
that makes sense. It's all on the same day.
Yeah, but well, it's a span of like 3 or 4 days. But the biggest concern I had about that was like, so they're on a plane, running around, fighting, dealing with like deserts in Australia, taking that chute down into the water. Lewis had candy in his pocket this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Like he's just reaching into his pocket and then like diving into like New York City water just with like a pocket full of candy.
Right. That candy was definitely in that water.
Yeah. And then like and then he's like eating it on the plane and then like stuffs it back into his pocket. Like how many times did he do that?
That's
like just before he presented
that's
it
like that's
to
the
Charlie.
Grossest fucking thing. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's
dude,
disgusting.
Yeah, so that was a fun one to just
but also
realize.
like a little hot, right?
And also like, shouldn't they fucking like reek? I don't know. Like New York's water is fucking dirty.
They take that bath.
But they dove into the water in like New York's warehouse district. So
yeah, they probably reek on that plane.
I'm just saying, like,
they probably fucking do.
And then they're playing with shit in the bathroom.
yeah, right? Like, what the fuck?
They reek of fucking sewer water.
Oh yeah, not to mention that Lewis just carries around a yo-yo for no fucking reason. He just has a yo-yo.
That seems like just play with the yo-yo. That's kind of cute, though.
Yeah, and then the other one I wanted to point out was it was a pretty funny continuity line. So Lewis is on the phone with Mr. Smith. Blah blah blah. Where are you two Yanks? Yeah. If you don't get my money, I'm gonna cut you to snags and feed you to the crocs. Now that line comes up later after the Flying Dingo 4 crashes, and he's like. And Lewis is like, hey, man, there is someone after us, blah, blah, blah. We've got this Mr. Smith guy. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what he said. He was threatening us. He said something about cutting us to snacks for a crocodile. And I'm like, that's a fun little callback line to that one event. Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to apologize, Dave. I texted Eli at the start of your notes. And I was about just 5 minutes ago. And I said, Dave has no real notes, calling it now, texting for proof in a few minutes to say I always called it.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, bitch.
Hey, guess what just
I proved
happened?
your ass wrong.
And I was wrong. And listen, I'm coming clean. I'm apologizing.
And I texted Michael back saying, these are notes, dweeb ass.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm apologizing. I wanted to say I'm sorry.
I defended your honor, Dave.
You know, Michael, I really just want to take a second to say thank you. It's big of you to like come forward and say that. Yeah. I don't forgive you, but you know, it's big of you.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
In fact, I never want to speak to you again.
Yeah, you know what? Podcast over. This is stupid.
Yeah, this is like the Beatles. Jacob's the Yoko.
Yeah, like
sorry guys.
Dave and Jacob are like dating?
I don't know, maybe.
That candy one I really wanted to bring up because like the second I noticed that, I'm like, I can't get that out of my fucking head, man. It's just this gross reality I have to live with now.
I'm not gonna watch the movie the same way now.
They're just eating fucking dirty like water candy from fucking the surrounding warehouse district. It's gross as shit.
And then just also knowing that they fucking smell like actual human feces.
Yeah, like actual shit the entire fucking time. And still, he somehow manages to fumble his way through like feces. A conversation on the plane. Hi, I don't smell like shit.
Is that was weird when Charlie said that.
Yeah, it's strange.
Dave, you got anything else?
Honestly, that's it. The scavenger hunt was cool, but I really do. Actually, you know what? I was gonna save this for next month because I wanted to hit it at the halfway, but I wanna talk about our mentality comparing to last year where we were at. So,
all right, let's get into it.
Episode 3 last year was kind of the big turnaround point because Michael sort of slipped into madness and then admitted that he wanted to be the lore master as well. Which was
that
really...
was 4. That was episode 4 with Christy.
I did not slip into madness.
In episode 5, you proceed to, like, was probably one of our lower points, and I feel like we hit a major turnaround going, like, that was one of our first major turnarounds in the podcast because we were like, okay, we've got this form, but after that, we really solidified a lot of things because, like, I feel like we kind of hit, like, rock bottom and then just went, okay, this is a base we can work on.
Yeah.
Because
but then we go down again. Like, honestly, like, episode 5 was a very low point. It felt like a hangover episode after the craziness of episode 4.
Yes.
Where we invented the cherry pie Civil War bullshit.
Yeah.
And then episode 5, there was no more gimmick watches. We were all just sad and depressed and, like, annoyed. And, but I almost feel bad for Flobo because he got us at that point. But then, like, there was kind of a turnaround. Like, there was a few episodes where we had, like, some good guests, like, helping us along. And then episode 9, we had nothing.
That was with Chris, right? He came.
That was with Chris. Like, thank God that Chris brought like fucking like a notebook full of notes about this shit because we had nothing.
I'd say that was like the second turnaround point because I mean even you specifically were like, yeah, I don't want us to happen like this again.
We came off as unprofessional.
So, like, I mean, episode 5, we solidified the idea of, like, how we can present our podcast. And then in episode 9, we were like, okay, this is actually something we got to dig in for.
It's, that we actually have to put some effort in forward if we want to keep it going. I don't, because, like, it's interesting because I feel like overall I have been more miserable this year than last year. But this month, I don't feel as bad as I did a year ago.
See, I feel like I feel like I'm on more of like a gradual descent, whereas Master of Disguise, where it's like I kind of started the gimmick watches and stuff early, so like I'd have like a little bit more of like peaks and lows.
Well, we discussed that like Master of Disguise had that ladder and slide effect.
Yeah.
Where we'd have some rough ones and we'd have some easy ones. There's no easy ones for me in Kangaroo Jack.
But it's kind of easier in that way.
Like, instead of, like, a slide, like, a ladder and a slide, I feel like I'm, like, an ATM that just keeps getting, like, withdrawals. Like, people just keep taking money out, but no deposits. Like, I'm just
so you have to, like, print money, just fake money.
I'm just getting emptier and emptier. And, I have to fucking, like, counterfeit it with scavenger hunts and shit. Like,
yeah.
To bring myself any sort of joy or interest in this. Because, like, otherwise, Like I'll die in the fucking like the cold. I'll die in the snowstorm. I'm gonna freeze to death.
You have to fight the blizzard. I still think that like we're on like it is easier than Master of Disguise because we are more of like the coast to descent instead of like a high to low, high low.
I don't know about
it's this movie. Everything's flat. I mean, I've only
flat is a good way to describe this movie. That's a really good.
But it's like
just like Australia, it's flat.
Yeah, my emotional affect like watching it is it's just sort of nothing. It just happens. It just feels like you're wasting time, like in just kind of sitting in a purgatory, and it's kind of hard to engage with it. I do not envy your task of the number of
that's you. It does
you're
feel like you're
this.
Sitting in like a waiting room, like waiting to go into the dentist office. Like, this is the emotion this movie elicits, where you're just waiting.
Oh, absolutely.
For them to call your name, and then like
and,
the credits
again,
is your
like,
name.
There's no real major peaks in it because you're just on this steady, flat kind of descent, and that's why I'm like it's easier to watch than Master of Disguise, but it's not better, not even by a long shot.
Like last year, Master of Disguise, we were able to help ourselves by the amount of lore we could extract from it.
Yes.
And like the only lore we can get from this is that death doesn't exist.
No, and
okay, and all right, you're done talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into my notes. So I have done a lot of talking on this podcast already. I have Eli. A lot of my stuff was the extras, and I did a lot of that talking with Eli. And so I just have two quick things here.
Okay, so notes, got it.
I did so many of my notes earlier, you fat fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, look, saying that death isn't real doesn't consider a note, Michael.
Okay. Yeah. No, don't give that on me. Don't give that on me. Yeah.
Look, you're the one that said you were the lore master last season. I'm trying to give you credit here.
I had a very, very realistic, detailed dream that came home from work. And I usually get home from work about an hour and a half before my fiance gets home. So I usually just chill. And I dreamt that I watched most of the movie and then she came home. And it was incredible. I remember the dream still. It was an incredibly realistic dream. It was as much of the movie as my subconscious could put together. And I want to count it as a watch. I want approval to count that as a watch.
No.
Can I count that as a watch?
You can count that as a gimmick.
But I watched it.
No, it doesn't count as a watch.
Jacob?
Yes.
No! Jacob's not here. Jacob's not power here.
No.
I was trying to, stir the pot here a little bit.
Okay, fine. And then So the other day we were going to watch this with Chris in Discord, which Eli mentioned earlier. And we were sitting here, we had it all planned, and out of nowhere, my heart rate jumps up to 200, and it's beating through my chest gets really tight, and so I couldn't watch the movie because I was having a fucking panic attack. And I think I got a panic attack because of the movie. I think
okay, that actually might be real.
I think the idea of watching the movie sent my body into panic and terror.
It tried to kill itself before you could do it.
It tried to kill me before I could watch it.
It's self-preservation.
Yeah.
Well, next time you have a panic attack, you have to watch the movie in order to combat that.
It. Yeah, okay. I'll give myself a panic attack.
It's like exposure therapy.
Energy drinks,
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my notes. I guess I'm Dave this month.
This month.
All right, I'm getting actually really angry with you, Dave.
Dave, what are you implying with that? That he is Dave? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
What do you?
No,
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see what.
You know,
I fucking hate you. Oh my god.
Look, we've all been there before.
Listen, Eli, I think I'm gonna take whatever Rick's advice. I'm kicking Dave off the podcast.
This is the Kangaroo Jack, the crypto cast.
Jacob, for quick context, there is a man who emailed us and told me that I'm the only good one on the show, and I should kick Eli and Dave off and get more crypto finance.
Wait, that was the last
Jacob was on that episode.
thing, right?
Oh, you were on that episode.
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, you guys are all gone. Jacob, are you a crypto finance people? Are you a person into crypto and finance?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you've got that CryptoCast that you're always talking about.
Yeah, Jacob's really into NFTs. Just so
I made like $50 on Dogecoin, and then I called it a day, and that was it.
I'm not gonna like spoil it for everyone, but really look out for Potato Punk lines coming out in the new NFT trend.
Yeah, I don't
Jacob's
know.
Huge product. He's spearheading
what
that.
What did you just say? Potato trunk?
Potato Punk.
Yeah.
Is that an NFT thing?
No, but it can be.
Yeah, get ready.
I mean, Michael, get with me after this podcast. We'll start something.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna start NFTs.
But did we have any fan emails this month?
We did not.
I don't think so.
So
what do you mean we did not? Don't check the fan emails.
What? What do you mean? I'm part of the podcast.
No, you're not allowed to check it. We've made that rule.
What? When? Yeah, exactly.
Am I wrong? Eli, am I wrong? That I'm the only one who checks the email?
I mean, I don't know if it was a rule. I just kind of let you do that. I never really look at it.
Dave, don't fucking take that from me. I'll change the password, dude.
I mean, I asked for the Twitter, which listen. By the way, before we wrap up here, shout out to everyone that made KJ03 fan art.
No, literally no
one has done it.
Yeah, literally. Like I predicted, no one is gonna make fan art for Kangaroo Jack.
Hey,
Sarah, shout out, make KJ03 fan art. Technically, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It does.
I am gonna change the fucking password if you keep checking it. That's my fucking baby. Okay, I run the email.
Okay, so the real joke here is that I don't even know the password. I asked you for it and you didn't give it to me, and then you just.
That's fair. Yeah, no.
This is like a couple days ago too.
You know something fucked up? I almost just said the password out loud. I started saying it. I started saying it.
Fucking So what is the email?
Turtle Club 69.
Turtle Club 69 at gmail.com. And our
limited time
Twitter...
offer. If you email us, you'll get a picture of Eli's taint.
Wait, no.
Sent right back to you. Yeah, I took it last night. No. You didn't know.
You've been running this offer for 3 months. How limited is this?
No one's taking it.
Every time people email us, they're like, "Also, please don't send this taint."
It's just just the one Polaroid.
Michael, are you gonna tweet that samurai Jackie Legs?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the episode goes up.
All right, so you can see it at Turtle Club Pod. All three of us run the Twitter account now.
Yeah. Dave does not run the Twitter account.
Yeah, I do. I posted content not frequently, but sometimes. I put up that little wanted poster. I put up that wanted poster of Jackie Legs, and I got no fanfare.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
Thank you. Thank you,
Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. It was good talking to y'all.
I don't know if you should thank us.
Yeah.
Promoting? No, I'm not really in promoter mode right now. You know.
Yeah, what about your Duolingo? Do you want to promote your Duolingo?
I did add you during this episode.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow. Because I noticed something. You want to know how I found out? Because I followed you, and then I was like celebrating it. It was like, Jacob did this, and I was like, hey, good job. And then I was like, he's not celebrating my stuff, and you didn't even fucking follow me.
I am there to learn Japanese, not to make friends. You know, I'm showing up to class when I am in Duolingo.
Not to make friends.
It's kill or be killed in Duolingo land.
Piece
of shit.
Cutthroat.
It's like Squid Game.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say it here, just because it has nothing to do with this. But I know he's never gonna listen to it. But we have this friend Jimmy who was on last year. He's been asking me to watch Squid Game, like making fun of me for not watching Squid Game for years. At this point. And I watched Squid Game years ago.
And he's never told him.
And I never told him because he was so annoying about telling me to watch Squid Game.
We were all just hanging out a few weeks ago, and Eli was like, and Jimmy was like, yeah, just like how Eli will never watch Squid Game, and I'm like, yeah, he never will watch Squid Game.
He brings it up still.
He brings it up so much.
I watched it so long ago, and I'm never ever gonna tell him. Because he was annoying about it when it first came out. So yeah, and I really liked it. Squid Game's really good.
While we're wrapping up here, I wanna give a shout out to us as the crew. Congratulations, guys! We made an entire Kangaroo Jack Turtle Club episode last the entirety of Kangaroo Jack.
Wow!
I literally just hit the credits right now.
Have we not done that this year?
We haven't. Not exactly. Like, we've gotten close, but we haven't hit it exactly.
Our episodes, I feel like we've gotten more concise than we were last year.
Well, and we have way less to talk about. Way
this time
about.
last year was like the big turning point first step.
Like, I think our longest episode last year was like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was long. It was long.
Like, how the fuck did we do that?
I think that was episode like 2.
Yeah, well, we were brand new. We had so much excitement still in us.
Yeah,
we still had hope in our eyes. Yeah.
Well, Jacob, thank you for coming on.
Seriously, man, thank you. I'm
we're
sorry
we
found out about your.
I'm
sorry about your kangaroo thing.
Yeah. I'll let you know if that changes, but I'm thinking it's not gonna.
And next month we have Alan back.
Yes.
Oh God!
Yay! Recurring guest. Are we enemies or friends right now? I can't remember where we left it.
I don't know what the lore is with your guys' thing.
So you're technically enemies because
last time Alan came on, double face.
Last
time Alan came on, like 10 minutes before we started, he texted me. He was like, "Hey, are we friends or enemies?" I can't remember.
I don't know. Just play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We gotta keep kayfabe up.
Kayfabe.
All right. That's it, everybody. Episode 5. We did it.
Jacob, thanks again for coming on, man. That was super. It was great to hear from you again, man.
Bye.
Yeah, no, good to see you.
All right, all you turtos and turtettes. That's the show. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.